Hello, hello, fellow founders, brand ambassadors. Welcome once again to this exciting evening. As you can see, the house is heavily loaded again, and we are here to deliver just the Mr. Ash Mufara way. And as you can see, our topic for tonight is that we all are empowered to empower our communities. So, welcome, Brother Bob.
Thank you, Sister Comfort. It's good to be here. Greetings from BLM, Maryland. Good to see you, Sister Fumi, my brothers, Vincent and Collins. It's always a pleasure bouncing ideas back and forth and trying to empower our people.
Oh, yes, empowerment is the word. Brother Vincent, welcome.
Well, thank you, Sister Comfort. Thank you, Sister Pomi. And also, thanks to my brother Collins and brother Bob to be here tonight. Thank you, and nice to see you as well. God bless you all. We are here again for a wonderful chat again.
Oh, yes. Yes, sure. Brother Collins, welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Comfort. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, so just calling from United Kingdom. Just want to greet my brother Bob, Vincent, Stafumi, and Comfort, and everyone who is watching. We are here to serve you, and it's about empowering. Thank you.
Oh, yes. So behind, they say behind a successful man, there's a woman. So behind these hefty men, there's one mother called Sister Fumi. Sis, can you speak though?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Brother Vincent. Good evening, Brother Vincent, Brother Collins, Brother Bob, and Sister Comfort. Good evening to everyone, and good evening and welcome to all those who are joining us online for wherever you're joining us, whatever channel you're joining us on. Thank you very much for joining us, and please get involved in this discussion tonight. Thank you, Sister Comfort.
Oh, all right. Thank you to sis. Thank you so much. Guys, thank you for joining. And if you can do well, if you like what we're doing, we're running on 7 channels. You can subscribe on any of them that you're watching. Click on the bell because we're here every day to just to bring updates to empower ourselves so that we empower the other people to empower others and make the world a place to be. Why today are we discussing about empowerment? There is a video that I put out earlier on, especially most people might not have understood because I did it in pidgin, but we just want to quickly go on this so that we see the reason why we say we are coming here to remind ourselves our mission in this business. We were called to be empowered to go empower people. So somebody in a country goes around helping people and taking money in exchange. You know, you help people, show them how to migrate from old founders to the unpassive ecosystem, and you collect a payment from that. You collect huge sums of money. You take people's account hostage until they pay your money before you give them back to you. And all of those things, many evil are very, that's malpractice to say the least, which is unacceptable. So I just want to bring it so that we all discuss this, guys. How have you been empowering your own community? Your community here means anybody in the world, because I am here in England. People call me from India and all over the world, and the whole team can testify the same. So, guys, let's discuss this. Brother Bob, if you would like to go on this first, what kind of attitude is that? Is that empowering, though?
Not at all, not at all, not at all, Sister Comfort. Good to be here. In fact, it was very, very disconcerting to listen to the video that you put out today. When I listened to what was going on back home, it is just not right at all. When Mr. Ash Mufara talks about replication, he talks about him replicating himself because he cannot do it all. This man is doing this because he wants us to go forth and replicate ourselves. He's doing it for us for free, virtually, you know. So for someone to go out there and ask for one dime, that is contrary to everything that Unpassive is. That is contrary to who Ash Mufara is. That is contrary to who we are. Because the same people that this man or whoever is going after and trying to collect money from are the people that we are looking to help, to uplift, to empower, you know. So that is a no go area. And the company reserves the right. Remember, we have signed something called an NDA. Maybe most people who signed the NDA, they did not read it. You just go, you read something, you just take it, you just you click here, you check here, and you should know we have signed an NDA and we have certain obligations to the company as she does to us. If you violate these obligations, the company reserves the right to terminate you, and not only that, also go after you legally. So we should go back and read our NDAs and know that this is not what OnPassive is. It's not about you cashing in. It's not your time. All of us, every single founder, everyone is going to be fine. There's no need for that.
Exactly.
So let me just pause.
Yes, thank you, bro. So, Sister Fumi, if you can comment on this, I know we've been lamenting on this since last evening. This news came to us, and Marty has been on it. I think we forgot to say shout out to Marty for stepping in just timely and sitting on the neck of this guy, because it can't work like that. So, Fumi, we have an idea exactly what happened. Extorting money from vulnerable people to, paying for people to pay you to do something that somebody has given you for free. See, what is your comment on that?
Yeah.
I just felt that if Ash can give us this for as little as $97, and he has told us what his vision is, that means that those that are doing this are not catching that vision at all. We are all here and we're helping everyone. It doesn't matter what background you're from, what community you're from, what region you're from. We help everybody selflessly. Sometimes even, this is what our CEO does. And you can see the selflessness being exhibited from our CEO, as well as the technicians that are working very hard on our own future. So I don't think it's a very good thing for us to be seeing people doing, and I don't care across the board, in any nation it should not be done. If you are privileged to have a technical knowledge, it is something that you should be able to use to help other people as you have been helped, because I'm sure everybody you receive from somebody at one point of time in your life freely. So I think, freely we've received, freely we should give.
Exactly, Brother Vincent. Let's discuss this, because people need to know. I think when we go around and Colin speaks, Brother Vincent will make a summary of what happened in French, because at least it. We discussed this before I came out. So people need to know in our countries, because we are trying everything to put a stop to this. So what is your comment on people, instead of empowering others, they go extorting them?
I think it's not a good idea to go extorting people, because our CEO, Ash Mufara, he has given us everything free. So I don't see the reason why people go out and trying to get in money from other people or people. Myself, as Collins knows, every weekend I know a lot of people come. Some people, they call me, they come, I help them fix their account issues. Sometimes when I try to help them on the phone, they say, "Oh, I can't do it. This one is too much for me." I say, "Okay, Saturday from this time to this, I'm at home, come." And then that's also our way to help people, to make sure that people get in. And then so we don't need to take money from people or any bribe from people. Even some people, some ladies, I hear most of the time is the ladies I help. They will say, "Oh, I'll cook, I'll bring." I say, "No, I don't want anything. Nothing is for free." We help each other with his life, and then we don't know tomorrow what's going to happen. Today I'm helping you, you can help me also, other way around. So please, guys sitting outside there, listen to us. If someone come to you, you can help, please help. Don't look for anything. Don't looking for maybe even penny. Don't look for anything. You help a woman, it's left like your sister, your mom. If you help a man, your brother or your uncle. So don't look for anything. Anything is possible. This world turn around. Today I'm helping people, tomorrow people also can help me. This is how the world works. That's why we even in OnPassive we have Obless. So take it like you are doing the Obless. Helping someone is also your way for contribution for Obless. It's not what everything you are doing, we know it's not free, but it's Obless. You are helping someone.
Yeah.
So helping someone doesn't mean that give money to someone. Someone can come with his computer. Okay, I don't know how to log in. Help me reset the password. Do this for me. This is also your way to use Obless. because Obless, Mr. Ash said we should help other people. So it's part of Obless. So your Obless cannot be money. It can be your contribution, your personal contribution to help other people in need. So that's where we are. So please, helping people, think that I'm doing Obless. This is my part for Obless. If you can't give physical money, you can help. And then you're also helping someone. And someone also you help can also go and help someone also tomorrow.
Exactly.
This is how the world works. So thank you.
That's it, bro. You really nailed it, because you know all bless that's what Mr. Ash Mufara is not even about money. It's just about this love. Love is free here. That's the only currency we've got, and it's working really well. Why does somebody really want to destroy it? You know, it's because it feels like looking at Ash that he's stupid for giving it to me for free. So let me make something out of it to teach him a lesson. So Collins, you want to comment on this too, please?
Thank you, Mr. Comfort. It is really sad to hear all of this, like what we've just heard yesterday, and today you make the video out. It is bad to see something coming, especially from a country that I originate. You know, it is really bad, because when you ask yourself, when you join OnPassive, what is OnPassive? What is OnPassive all about? It's about solution. It's about value. It's about humanity. It's about empowering. And if you don't meet these 4 criteria, then please, you are not supposed to be in OnPassive. They are providing value. You look at Mr. Ash Mufara. This man would have built this company for himself and his family and become the world richest man. He doesn't need founder to build OnPassive. There are a lot of IT companies that are owned by people, single person. You know, we're talking about Tesla, owned by Elon Musk alone. You know, Bill Gates is owned Microsoft with his family. No founders. Just very few companies has founder like Amazon and Facebook, just few founders. And they came down to poor people for nothing, because 97 dollars is peanut. And then you see our own brothers and sisters going out there extorting money from helpless people, poor people, because it's like you are using their weakness for your own gain. You know they don't know it, so you said, I will look at this loophole. So when people join OnPassive, they look at the loophole. You know, they don't look at the heart of Mr. Ash Mufara, but they look at how they can punch and extort money, which is really bad. Because with me, you know, yesterday I felt pain in my own heart, and I said,
Yes.
Anybody that will do this, I know, will bring that person to book, to Mr. Ash Mufara. This is the beginning. We know you, whether you are my brother, I don't care, because this company depends on the life. There are millions of people whose life depend on OnPassive. So we cannot take it for granted. Maybe your life, you are doing that, your own life doesn't depend on OnPassive. You know, you can go free and do what? They know that there are poor people. Mr. Ash Mufara look at those people who doesn't have shoes. Because at Mr. Ash Mufara alone, he is fine with his family. But those poor mothers and fathers, those widows, single mothers, you know, men and women who cannot even meet up with their daily life. This is what Mr. Ash Mufara built this company. Those are the people Mr. Ash Mufara is looking at. You know, Mr. Ash Mufara didn't build this company for the rich. He built it for the poor. So when you are there and you are not looking at the poor, but instead milking them, my friend, you are dining with the devil. You are just a synagogue of the devil. I will say that. You are a devil in sheep clothing. You are not even fit to be in OnPassive.
That's very true, because this is really sad, guys. If you are just joining us now, we are just hitting on a point, something really bad that took place. It's still ongoing, but then it's under control, because somebody just decided to go ahead helping people to migrate to the OES and making money out of it, to the extent of confiscating people's accounts, taking money, asking for huge, ridiculous, massive sums of money. And so we're just here to frown at that, because it cannot continue. But we would like to give our brother Vincent 2 minutes to make a recap of this thing that happened to our people back home in the French language, because I did it already in Pidgin, which covers already a big part of Africa. So brother Vincent, go ahead, please.
Ok. Bon, bonsoir la communauté francophone. Bon, nous sommes ce soir ici encore pour parler un peu de ce qu'il se passe, des choses malsaines qui se passent au niveau de la famille OnPassive. Nous avons été informés qu'il y a certaines personnes qui essaient d'aider d'autres personnes qui demandent en retour de l'argent, qui demandent toujours quelque chose pour aider. Or, nous sommes la grande famille On Passif. Cela ne devrait pas se faire. Lorsque les gens viennent vers vous pour demander de l'aide, on devait le faire sans toutefois demander de l'argent ou bien quelque chose en retour. C'est ça la famille On Passif. Monsieur H, notre PDG a créé cette entreprise pour qu'on puisse s'entraider. Il n'a pas créé pour qu'on utilise l'occasion pour escroquer d'autres personnes. Ce n'est pas bien et c'est inacceptable. Donc, nous vous demandons tous d'éviter de prendre de l'argent à tous les fondateurs On Passif parce qu'on sait qu'On Passif, il y a des personnes âgées, il y a des jeunes. On peut voir un jeune qui est moins actif, qui connaît mieux l'outil informatique ou qui sait mieux manipuler l'ordinateur que les personnes âgées. Mais ce n'est pas l'occasion de les escroquer, ce n'est pas l'occasion de prendre de l'argent à ces personnes. Si vous faites ça, on peut vous radier de On Passif. Parce que si vous faites ça, nous sommes informés, on peut informer aussi jusqu'à notre PTG, M. H. Moufara, pour que vous soyez radiés de On Passif. Donc, nous vous prions tous d'éviter d'escroquer les gens, d'éviter de prendre de l'argent quand vous essayez d'aider les personnes. Aidons sans toutefois prendre de l'argent. Donc, c'est pour cela que nous savons faire ce webinaire de ce soir, pour éviter que les gens continuent cette mauvaise foi. C'est une mauvaise foi et ce n'est pas acceptable. Donc, nous vous prions d'éviter, à partir d'aujourd'hui, quand vous allez écouter cette vidéo, évitez de prendre de l'argent. Si vous avez l'habitude de prendre de l'argent aux uns et aux autres pour les aider, à partir de ce soir, c'est la fin du jeu. Ne prenez plus de l'argent pour aider quelqu'un. Que tout soit gratuit à On Passif. Raison pour laquelle nous sommes là. Nous sommes une grande famille. Pour ceux qui ne savent pas, nous sommes tous une grande famille. Donc, quand on aide un membre de sa famille, on ne doit pas prendre de l'argent. On ne doit pas demander quelque chose en retour. Tout doit être gratuit et tout doit venir du cœur. Donc, nous vous prions d'aider les uns les autres sans toutefois prendre de l'argent parce que ça peut provoquer, ça peut vous faire radier de On Passif. Donc, c'est le message de ce soir. Je pense que tous ceux du monde francophone, ça sera une bonne occasion. Tout le monde sera ressaisi qu'il ne faut plus prendre de l'argent à quelqu'un. Tout est gratuit à On Passif. Donc, si vous voulez demeurer dans la famille On Passif, à partir de ce soir, si vous attendez ce message, ne prenez plus un rond à quelqu'un. Ne prenez plus, faites tout gratuitement. Rien que gratuitement. Si vous ne pouvez pas, vous pouvez demander à quelqu'un d'autre pour aider, sans toutefois demander de l'argent à quelqu'un. Si nous sommes au courant que vous avez demandé de l'argent à quelqu'un, vous serez radié de On Passif. C'est le message de ce soir. Merci et bon attendeur.
Yeah, merci. Thank you so much, Brother Vincent, for taking this down to our families back home in the other language. So, Brother Bob, this is important, and I need you to bring in your expertise. You know, we have been discussing about policy for quite some time now. Even last week, we talked about 2 weeks ago, we talked about policy. So, when people like situations like this, it's a no-go. You can't do something for somebody on passive in exchange for money. So when people do this, are they being non-compliant, and what would be the consequences? Because before we go to the solution, let's know what would be the consequences if people do this. Are they being non-compliant, and what would happen if they go ahead doing that? I think Brother Bob is frozen.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Oh dear.
So good, but I heard, you know, so important.
Brother Bob, just log in and log out again. Let's see if you can hear. Can you hear me? Speak now. Let's see. Oh, it's better now. Speak again. Let's see.
I can hear you.
Oh, I think it sounds better now. Yes.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead. We were saying, I was asking whether it is non-compliance when people do this thing, and what would be the consequences?
Yes. The consequences are the company reserves the right to terminate you. You are violating just the basic, rules that we have read. It's in the NDA. You have to comply with what the company is saying. This company is not about money. That's the first thing that you have to know. We are not all about, we are about value. And the value is you helping somebody in a remote village that does not have that opportunity to get her account activated. That is more rewarding to Mr. Ash Mufara than you charging that money. And you doing that, you are going contrary to the rules that the company have set for. So they reserve the right to terminate their relationship with you, and they can. So I hope whoever is doing this complies with what Mr. Marty Degamo has asked him to do, and make sure they refund not only the money that they have taken from these people, but also give back full access to all the almost 80 accounts that they have confiscated. Number one. Number two, it takes less than 1 minute for those of us who are here to actually migrate from O-Founders to the OBS.
Oh, yes,
but in Africa, I would say maybe with the bandwidth, with the bandwidth, it could take maybe 5 to maybe say 10 minutes. How can you charge somebody 100,000 for 10 minutes work? Or 1 million francs for somebody's account to migrate? That is just not right. So you are in violation of the company policy right now. But Mr. Ash is a very kind man, and he knows about this. He knows about this, and he has asked these people to make sure they cease and desist from what they are doing and refund every single dime that they've collected. Remember, we are in 200 countries plus, and we are complying legally with these countries. We have lawyers in all these. So don't be fooled. In Cameroon, there are lawyers working for OnPassive in Cameroon right now.
Yep.
In OnPassive is already there. So when we can enforce our rules, we can enforce our compliance, our lawyers can come after you. But that is not what Mr. Ash Mufara wants.
Exactly.
So please let us stop. Yeah.
I think yes, we got you really well, bro. Even though it was trying to be slow, but we got everything you said. We got you really well. And I just want to add, if I'm wrong, you may correct me, that brother Bob. Because these people are joking. One, you can terminate your account, and if need be for you to be arrested, you will be arrested. I think that's what you mean by lawyers being on the ground and everything, because we are legally present in those countries. We don't smuggle, we're not clandestine. We're legally present wherever we are. So whatever thing you are doing, it's at your own risk, right?
Yes.
So Brother Collins and Brother Vincent, let's go from another angle of technology, right? People do this because they think that they can be sneaky. Can you really be sneaky with OnPassive? These things that people are doing, can OnPassive trace that this account that you are holding on to is not yours? Can they trace it and get you? Because they did not think about that. Can you explain some bit of technology behind this malpractice, please?
My brother, I will start there, Brother Collins will hand it.
Yes,
it's true, because what people don't know is that anything we are doing on OnPassive, it goes to the database. Even they can tell you that since you join OnPassive, how many times you log into the system is there. If they want to do it, it's easy. They can do that in the system, the database, and how many times you have logged in successfully, they know. How many times you're trying to log in unsuccessfully, they know. So everything is easy nowadays with the technology we have. So don't think maybe you are hiding somewhere, we can see you. Anything you do, they know. And then even your position where we are, we know that I'm logging, Vincent is logging, or Vincent logging in the United Kingdom 3 p.m. today. Everything is there, is recorded. Anytime you press the button, it goes to the database. Everything is there. But maybe some people, they don't know what they are doing. Everything's there. But if the system tell you that they can even trace you, the time you log in, the hours log in, the country you log in, even the area you are living there, everything is in the system. And then you can't lie. If they account for someone else you are using is there, the system can find out that the accounts not belong to you, so you are managing someone else's business. So OnPassive is a big IT company. So this is the nowadays technology we have. Even with the artificial intelligence system can predict analysis for tomorrow. So it can tell you that in this region of the world, some people they can say, okay, in the United Kingdom, maybe in the Southeast, people prefer Omel, or maybe in the north, people prefer Oconet. In the east, people prefer maybe Onet. On artificial intelligence can do all this. Will do all this for us. It can tell us that tomorrow we can have a spam. We can be targeted by bad guys. So the analytics is there to predict even the future. So not the present that you cannot do it. So we have to be careful. Anything we do it is recorded in the system, and then we have a trace of everything. They can even go there from the beginning to now. They can trace how many times I have logged into the system. Everything is this. The record is there. So it's not something I'm trying to tell or exaggerate. It's there. If anything Mr. Ash say you want to do it, he can do it today. So that is the technology. So please, guys, be careful, because anything you do it, we can see it. So nothing is hiding there.
All right, let's hear from Brother Collins. Do you have something to add to what Brother Vincent is saying, please?
Brother Vincent just said it clear, because you can't just hide. The database of every record. So for instance, you go and you change my name to your name. They can trace it from the history, the former name, the name that was there previously, and the name that you've changed. You know, whatever you do, you change the email, you go, you update everything. Everything there is there in the history and log table. You cannot escape it. So those who are doing this and they think like they can just get away with it, it's 1 second. Just give the original name, the name of that person who owned that account. They go to that database, they just go, they extract it, they will see it. And you know what? Your account will be terminated. The person who done that will be kicked out of OnPassive. And like as Bob said, you know, the legal suit will come, because you know you comply, you sign certain document. As we move along, we'll be signing even more stricter document. Whatever you do, you will be terminated, and then they will take you to court. You think like you are in Cameroon, OnPassive is in America or Dubai, they cannot get you. It's an international company. They can get you anywhere. They can come to your country and pick you there, because you signed the document, and there is no lawyer that will back you, because you sign, you agree with this, you comply before joining OnPassive. So be very careful what you are doing. And one of the things I want to add, those who are watching, because there are people who say, oh, I've seen, it's not my business. If you discover someone who is going out extorting money without reporting it, you are an accomplice. And when they get you, you'll be in trouble. So it's better you report it than to sit quiet, because the day you come and say, okay, I know this person, know that you are an accomplice. All of us are founders. There is nothing like top, bottom. We are founders, and Mr. Ashmore treat all of us equally. Whether you come to 2020, 2018, or you join the last day, they treat us equally. So if someone come because they think like you are ignorant, you don't know it, the person extort money from you, know that that person, regardless of what that person have been doing, even me, they can terminate me today. You know, I don't own a piece in OnPassive. OnPassive is owned by Mr. Ash Mufara. So please let us be very careful.
Exactly. You know, Collins, when you were saying this, I was just smiling because distance is not an issue, right? Mr. Ash Mufare founded and owns this company. We're just privileged to join him to co-found the business, but it's all his. Where is the business taking place? Where are they building the products, Collins? In India. Has Mr. Ash Mufare ever been there? No. But its business is running, isn't it? He is the boss. He has not gone to India. That if you think like that, then you should know what will happen if you think that you want to fidget around and get away with it. So this is a serious warning to people. So guys, if you are joining us here, we got hold of some person who is doing some terrible malpractice, helping people and collecting money, and we were just hitting on it because it is unacceptable. This is a slap in the face of somebody who gives you something for free, and you take that thing and want to make money for it. Squeezing money out of the rock just to get yourself rich for something that is not yours. It's unacceptable. So we were talking about empowering. What Mr. Ash Mufara is doing is just empowering us to go out there and empower people who look up to us. And then they go out there and empower many more people. That is how the spread effects go. That is how the ripple effect goes around. That's how we build the Mother Teresa's that Mr. Ash is out to build. So it's unacceptable. Whoever is doing this, it's at your risk, listening to what the team is saying. So, Sister Fumi, I know Colin started on this, but let's go back to it. People, especially from home where this is taking place, right? If somebody is doing this in any part of the world, who should people contact like really quick, like fast? who should people go to, like the case we had last night?
I would say they should, those here, those no, they need to tell them, they need to ask them and tell them this is what is happening. I've asked this person for help and this is what they've done. They need to make sure that they tell any of the leaders, because you're on the platform. Even if you're not on the platform, make sure you try to get, because I think most of the founders are on one platform or the other. So report this to a leader. Any one of us here, you can report to us, or if you find another leader, report to them, because I know that this is not acceptable at all. There's so many people Ash has empowered for them to go and empower other people. I told you this morning, I saw people helping each other on that same platform. Nobody was taking anything. Nobody was. I didn't hear any. Oh, I cannot help you until some kind of dime or some kind of penny. Or no, everybody jumped in and they were helping each other. That is what he has created. That is the community and the family that he wants. So if you find anybody saying, you need to help you, I need to take some money from you, please report that person. If you know them and if they're founder and you know their name, you know their number, report them. It's very, very important. We need to stamp this right at the root of it and finish it there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because the one we're talking about now, this person came.
Yeah.
Thank you, sis. This person came to me and I brought it to the team and Marty picked on it immediately. That was the good thing. We're talking now and smiling because the problem is almost half solved as we speak. It just came to us last night. All of us were like, this is unacceptable. And Marty took on it right there immediately. And as we speak, it's almost half done because the guy is already giving back some accounts and he has to give them all because he's got a deadline. We just want people to know the detail of this to know that you cannot get away with it, right? So don't keep it. If what are the things that people should report though, bro? Let's go. We know some of these things we've been hearing. Brother Bob, can you remember anything, Brother Vincent, Collins, and so on? What are the things?
Yes.
If somebody is doing and you think that's not good, tell us. Because when you tell me, I will tell the team here. And then we tell Marty, we tell this and that, and it gets to Ash. Right now, as we speak, tell me, we can assure you that Ash knows about this problem. So, bro, go ahead.
Yes. Number one, the founding position fee, including the little credit card charge fee, is $100. It should not be more than one. If you paid anything more than which is more than $102, let us know. We're going to send it up, send the name of the person who sold you that account to upper management. Number two, activation fee. I know people are going to be also haunting you people. Those of you back home, they're going to haunt you and ask you and give you money when it launches, and they can pay you, they can charge you maybe 200,000, 300,000 for whatever the activation fee is. When that happens, let us know. The founding fee is going to be the founding fee. You're not going to pay any dime extra to anybody else. Let us. Number three, the pending positions. The pending positions are also or were also $102. If you paid anything more than that, let us know. Because believe you me, guys, all of us, this is a privilege, like Sister Comfort and my brothers and sisters here have said. This is a privilege for us to be in OnPassive. Ash Mufarah could open this company, he has the money, he has the wealth and everything to do it all by himself. But he wants to help out. He wants to reach out to the world. So it is a privilege for us to be founders. And by the end of the first year, upon launch of OnPassive, when every single product that he promised us is inside the ecosystem upon launch, 1 year from that time, we are all going to come up for renewal of our membership. Those who are violating these rules now that you've signed in the NDA, they will review each and every founder for approval. So this is a privilege that we have. Most people don't know that. After on the first year, 12 months after full launch, all of us are going to go through a review, and those who are doing this, charging people fees, charging pending founding fees, asking people more money for activation and all those kind of stuff. This company reserves the right to not offer you that founding member position the following year. So
yes.
Renewal.
Yes. Yes, I think I'm happy that you listed this, bro. I don't know whether you saw it coming. You prepared yourself really well.
Yeah.
I was not thinking of this, but you brought all of them out. So if you are
Yes,
paid,
Collins, I've been talking to Collins about this problem since.
yes, it's irritating. It's so disturbing. I don't know how to put it, but it's unacceptable, right? And we cannot let it continue to happen. So I'm just happy that you've listed all of them. So if somebody is asking you, if you're asking for help and somebody say, give me this or give me that, just tell us and then show us the evidence. Because this lady who was chatting with me, I asked her 3 times, do you have evidence? She will give me, we chat. I ask again, do you have evidence? She gives evidence. That's how I opened up to the team, said, see, this is what is happening to me and this lady here. And then Marty went on it. And we are on the process of recovering those things, which is a good thing. So don't keep it. Collins and team, let's see. You know, one of the things that is happening, why people fall victims of this is because people are not patient. People came and registered for $102 and went on vacation in space and waiting for that day when they're activating at their account, they come and activate and start harvesting apples. That is not how OnPassive works. If people what do you think? Because how can people do to avoid themselves from falling in such traps? Because they just got frustrated and they see that everything has changed now. They want to catch up with speed, and this is where they find themselves. So what advice do you give to everybody? Let's discuss this a bit, please. Brother Collins, you may go first.
All right. Yeah, so this is the really sad situation because people never saw the vision. You know, they just feel like, okay, let me try. If it works, fine. If it doesn't, fine. You know, and that you cannot be hot and cold. You know, I always ask myself, why do you go for an exam with the intention that you will fail? What's the point writing an exam if you already know that you will fail? Because those who go to sleep, for them, they believe that if it fails, after all, I lost only $97. It's like you are inviting fairness in yourself because it's like you just feel like I will fail. You know, you can't go for an exam with the hope that you will fail. What's the point? Now, look at where you find yourself. Because those who came in, plug in, now they look at, like I said, they look at the gap. They say, okay, this is where we can milk those who've gone to sleep. So please, my advice is, let this be a lesson learned to all of us. Those who are still sitting on the fence said, oh, I'll leave my account for someone to manage it. No, my friend, you are doing a very bad, because we will not have time to say this again. You are the one putting yourself into harm's way. Plug in. From today, I'll advise every founder. It is so easy to understand OnPassive. It's not rocket science. All of us here, we learn. We go to the back office every day. We are not saying something that we just make it from sky. No. Every information is in your back office. Even if you cannot attend webinar because of poor bandwidth, the recap is there. Peter Soros always put everything there. Red reference. There is a lot of recap. Julie, just go there, spend 5 minutes, read it, glance through. You'll get all the information you want. And you can start to dissect OnPassive like the way we are speaking now. We spend our time looking at the back office. If I miss a meeting, I go to the back office. If someone come and asks you something, the first thing you ask yourself, is it in the back office? If you say no, tell them it doesn't exist. If someone come and tell you pay 200, or they've started activating wallet, ask the person, where are you getting this information from? Is it in the back office? No, said it doesn't exist.
Right.
If you cannot find the back office, forget about it. Go there. All of us have eyes, brain. Put it, you read it, and you see everything. You know, that's what I can say, because this, you know, stay behind code, like you don't care. That's where you get yourself, and people be asking you $1,000,000 francs, which is about $1,500, $1,700. You know, just to help you. Someone will charge you that money, you know, which is really crazy. That's about 17 account or 20 account, founding member account. My goodness. I will leave it, Sister Comfort.
Oh yeah, sure. Thanks. Sister Fumi, do you want to add anything? Is there any other place where people can find help if they can't access the back office? I know. She seems to be freezing. Because let me just go quick on this, and let's move. Let's move to the next point, because we know the platform where the platform I originally created, Collins. You know how much people think.
People
Oh,
quick said that, you know when we were doing
take down your camera.
you know,
all right. Let me see if I can. Oh, she's
you
gone.
know when we were doing registration for okay, when we were
Go
doing
ahead, sis.
registration, I know, okay, many people said, okay, there was fluctuation in the currency. It did not pass beyond maybe maximum, maybe £3, equivalent as in $3 when it fluctuates. So please, this is the time, from based on what Brad Collins and Brad Bob said, this is the time you need. I know sometimes in Africa we are so, I will like call it, so different. You need to get yourself a card that you can use to do your activation. Find a way to get a card for yourself that you can use for your activation, so that way you will not be charged by someone else extra on top of what you actually need to use. Because if you are taking, someone will pay for it, and that person, depending on how the currency is fluctuating, they will have to, that will happen. So sometimes it could happen, but it's not going to happen like a whole 100 extra. It's not going to happen 50 extra, not even 10 extra, not even 5 extra. It fluctuates only between $1 to maximum $3. It could go up more than, it won't go up more than $3. So, but in order to, you don't get siphoned by people like this, you need to get yourself a card. It is your business after all. You need to start operating it like that. You are not going to go to someone else later on and say, please help me to take my apples out, that kind of thing, or help me to, put it in your account and then I take it into mine. No. So I will say people should find a way of cutting into that and eradicating that, so that as much as they need to stay tuned to the back office, that is where your business is going to take place. The ecosystem is where your business is going to take place. Get used to it. Start working on making sure that you have a means of paying for your activation fee right now before the time comes, so that you don't need to go through somebody. And if you are going to go through somebody, go through somebody that is honest and someone that will actually do without adding any extra what do you call it, bill
Extra
to your
fee or
bill.
whatever. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Comfort.
Yeah, sure.
So
while
say
you're
I
listening to
had
the
to
other-
walk down to this. I had to walk down to the bank, so I you pay extra.
Yes, I know. Thank you. See, so I know you know the excuse the guy was giving when Marty was calling. Guys, do you remember? He said, "I'm a business consultant, so I charge fees for my internet and stuff." No, 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 no. That's not how it works. Marty says, "I don't spend a lot of money
Internet,
to help people, but
yeah.
the people don't pay me back for my own internet."
Yeah.
It's not like you are the only one. So spare us that now. However, let's discuss security, guys. Let's begin from Brother Vincent, and then let's hear from the tech guys, from the technical angle, how we need to stay secure. Brother Vincent, what should we do to stay safe, so that we don't hear the stories of people getting into our accounts and taking hold of them? That's also embarrassing.
And the problem is, it's sad to hear that some people, they don't listen even what we are doing and what we are saying. We'll be doing webinars, all this for long, and then trying to help people. But recently, I realized that it's very sad that up to even everything we have done, a lot of people, they are still behind. They don't listen. Because if you go to your back office, I discovered that some people, since they join on passive, they never ever log into the back office. So they don't know where to do, where to start, where to go. So, but we were telling people as every single week how to help people. If you go to your back office regularly, you read if you, like Brother Colin said, if you miss a webinar, the corporate webinar, you can go there. The summary of the webinar is there. You can read and get security information. Many webinars will tell people, if you go to public internet cafe, you log in, please log out so that people cannot get bad guys sitting there, they cannot get to your account. All this security precaution we told people, but people are still not doing. So that's the problem. So please, if you log into your account where the device, or if a device that multiple people are using, you are not the only person, please have the habit to log out from the system. And then also, there are some public places, the Wi-Fi, especially like airports and those are big travel stations, the Wi-Fi is not safe to do those kind of things, because if the Wi-Fi is not secure, so anyone can be scammed, anything can happen. So please, on passive, don't do that in those places. Make sure that you have a secure environment, your network, before you can log into there. And then also some people, they're still using the mobile phone. We have a huge application there. So some time will come, your mobile phone cannot help you. So try, even tablet is okay, tablet can help, but mobile phone is difficult because the application are huge. So you can't do that. Also try yourself from time to time, change your password. Even if you say every 90 days, you can try to change your password, because if you are using the password for long, take also the time to change your password frequently, so that if someone know your password and then let's say tomorrow you change it, the person cannot use again. So please, and then make sure that even your email password, trying to change it from time to time. On passive password, now we have on passive ecosystem password. Make sure that you change the password. Make your password also strong. Don't use your name, don't use your date of birth to do your password. Use something else to something you can memorize, and change your password regularly. It will be good for you so to make your account safe. Otherwise, the bad guy are sitting there, they can get all your information. So make sure that security system is very important, because people, they don't take it serious. But very soon, on passive ecosystem, is a wallet will be there. Your money will be there. If you don't take it care, someone jump into your account, they can take your money and change everything. So the time will come, do what we ask you to do, please, guys. It's very important, because the security is very important. So when the time comes, anything we ask you today, please listen to us, and then we're trying to make sure that everyone is protected by on passive system, because the system is protected by individual. If you don't protect your own yourself, like your computer, your laptop, your mobile phone, is your own. It's not on passive. They will not come and tell me that we said on passive is protected. The system is protected, but you have to protect yourself. If it's like the car, if you are driving the car, you don't take your own seat belt. It's not the driver will come and ask you to take your seat belt. You have to take your seat belt. It's the same thing. On passive is protected. So what you need to do is to respect the security measure we always ask people to do. Your password issued, don't log your account anywhere else. Don't leave your account to some people you know that you don't trust them. Don't reveal your password to people you don't trust them, your email password, your account password, your passive password. Don't reveal to people anyhow. Make sure, take it as a secret, like your PIN code for your bank card. It's the same thing, because the money will be there. So take it very important, everything we say to you. So this is the basic thing that people should be aware, and then they should know how to do it. This is the basic thing. Password issues, don't reveal your password to anyone. Don't log in anyhow to anywhere. And then sometimes the device will not belong to you. You log in, make sure you log out. There is a button log out when you go to profile. So do all this is to protect yourself. And then if you protect yourself, you protect also the environment. So this is a very important security measure.
Right. Thank you, Brother Vincent. Brother Bob, I don't know if you still have anything to add. And when you're adding, consider people who maybe log in on public cyber cafes on that. What, so just if you want to contribute anything, go ahead, bro.
Yes. I think he covered it pretty detailedly. But what I'm going to add is that We should upgrade. Remember, as soon as we start getting money, we upgrade our devices. Like he said, the problem we have in Africa is that most people use their cell phones. They rely on their cell phones. The cell phone does not have enough bandwidth to hold the massive amount of data that our passive is dumping on it. That's why it is slow, and people have a lot of problems. Number two, to what Sister Comfort is asking me to do, beware of your environment. Be aware of your environment. Listen, guys, we are on Perseverance. Our lives are changing. Every single founder, I've said this before and I'll say it again, every single founder, as of a couple of weeks ago, our lives have changed. We are no longer the same people that we were before. So you have to beware of your environment. When you are outside your comfort zone, like your home, your house, where you have your laptop, your phone, you're using your network, you're fine. As soon as you go, especially to those cyber cafes, listen, there are people who have devices that they come and they stay beside the cyber cafe, what they call sniffers. They are sniffing you as you are putting in your passwords and everything. So be very careful. If you can avoid it, avoid it. If you have to, once you get into those cyber cafes, make sure you log out completely. Log out and forget yourself from that environment, because that's what happens when you are in public places, airports and all that. Those are very, very unsecure airports. At the airport, you are sitting. Imagine you have your wallet. You are going into your wallet at the airport on an unsecure network. There's somebody next to you with a sniffer. They pick up everything that you're doing, and then they can log into your account, get into your wallet. So avoid those kinds of public places to use, especially your wallet. You don't want to do that. Everyone is going to be fine, Sister Comfort. We are all going to be fine. Every single founder there's no need for us to cheat. There's no need for any founder to go out there and do what these people are trying to do. There is no need. OnPassive is built with love, compassion, and hope for all of us by a man whose vision he has brought to reality, and because he was focused.
I know.
Brother Mad is going to kill me with that.
He's good. Let him not call you while the show is still on, please.
So let's stay focused and just,
yeah, that's the key word. Focus on the back office. Yes. Let's hear from our sister Pat Parent. She says, staying connected is very important, and writing everything down is another very, very important reminder. I just appreciate this because on Sunday, my husband and myself, we were laughing and rolling on the floor. There's a friend we're helping. She's got a few accounts and she struggles with technology and stuff. So I just told her, ever since we started transferring, I said, don't do anything. So she came here, her book is this thick, right? We were laughing. She said, you can laugh and go to hell and come back. I will use this book for my whole life. Everything I do, I'll be writing it down, You write down, sometimes you forget, you just flip over and you get your stuff done. I even asked her whether I should make a table, I should show her how to, to put a spreadsheet and stuff. She said, no, even if I have a spreadsheet, I will still use this book. So there's no way, So writing it down is paramount to anything. We cannot remember everything and stuff like that. Sometimes you get confused. So people should be serious and do the right thing all the time. Brother Collins, let's look at screenshots. What is the corporate saying about screenshots, and what are we seeing on forums, and why should people stop doing screenshots from the back office, from the OES, and bringing to social media and all of those forums? Collins, please.
Yes, so yes, the comfort. Thank you. That's really an important thing. A lot of people don't really take OnPassive business serious. This is an IT technology company, right? We are still in the house. It's just like you have, say you have a shop, you're not ready yet to put it in public, and then you take a photo of everything you have, put it out there. What do you think your next door, the next shop selling the same thing like you or your competitors will do? They will go and buy that similar product, put it because their door is already open, and start to sell it. But the good news is OnPassive is built from scratch, bottom up, difficult to replicate because the technical architecture is different. So, but when you are doing this, you are taking screenshot, you are killing your own self. You are a founder. the excitement, sometimes I don't know how people think or how they reason. You know, they do it out of excitement, but you are killing yourself because you don't have to take your own thing. Wait for the company, the media. We have a media department. This is our communication channel. They are the one to release everything. You know, we are just beta testers, founders. We are seeing everything coming. We just have to be excited, guide it, and protect it. You know, like the way the chick, you know, the hen will protect the baby. You cover them for the hawk and the kite not to take it. You know, if you don't protect it, who else will protect it? Your product is not yet out. You take a picture and you put it. Who are you killing? You are killing your own self.
Exactly.
You know, you are killing your own self. You're just telling the customer, this is what we have. Are you the one to put it out? You are just a founder. I don't know. Sometimes I look at it, I said, it is really difficult to control 1.54 million founders because some of them is like, when they say don't do it, it means do it. And when they say do it, then they will never do it. The time is actually will come and say, please go out and speak. Nobody will go out and speak. Those people who are put, they will never go out and say what Mr. Andrew said. But when Mr. Andrew said, now is not the time to put it, Chris Johnson will cry. I don't know the type of language you want them to speak. Grossmender will say, I've seen Grossmender put it, don't take screenshot. But it's like when you say don't, it's like, who are you to say don't? I will do it and see. You know, sometimes, but I thank God that Brother Bob is here, he knows about compliance. We talk about compliance every day. Don't put it, you put it. Who are you killing? They will get you. You lost your founding position. You lost your livelihood, your entire generation that you even struggle for this. Something you've waited for your whole life, 2 years in counting or 4 years. You throw it down the drain just for your own stupidity. So I don't know, but don't means don't, because it's like you are exposing what is not yet out to the general public. You are not the one to market it. They will market it for you. It is all done. The slogan of OnPassive, it is all done for you. It is automated, all done for you. You don't have to do that. They will sell it. They will put it out there, not even say, they will market it, put it out there. Omail, we were not the one who unveiled Omail. The communication team unveiled it. We saw it and we're all happy. So why are you taking screenshot of your OBS, put it out there, showing your own save? It's like you have your save where your save is. You put everything and then you expose it for thieves to come in. Just think about it. Is sometimes I ask myself, are you really normal? So I'll leave it to the comfort.
Yeah, sure. They say a word to a wise is sufficient. So, Brother Vincent, we were just going on and on and on, but you want to make just pick up some important points and just summarize for our communities back home. This is very important. What did we say? Remind them about the idea of logging in and then protecting their devices, security. Just 2 minutes would be enough for that.
Ok. Merci la communauté. Donc, ce soir, nous avons parlé un peu de aussi comment sécuriser notre environnement OnPassive. Pour sécuriser notre environnement OnPassive, il faut aussi faire très attention dans l'environnement dans lequel nous sommes, surtout dans les endroits publics. Il faut éviter d'utiliser son compte, surtout les Wi-Fi privés. Plus souvent, ces Wi-Fi sont beaucoup attaqués par des virus ou bien par des mauvaises personnes. Donc, il faut faire très attention. Il faut, pour pouvoir qu'on utilise notre compte OnPassive dans ces endroits privés. Lorsque vous utilisez votre compte OnPassive dans un cybercafé ou bien dans un endroit public, il faut toujours avoir le réflexe de se déconnecter après avoir utilisé notre compte. Il faut se déconnecter complètement pour éviter que d'autres personnes passent derrière. C'est ce qui fait que souvent, vous attendez que non, mon compte a été piraté. Parce que lorsque vous ne vous déconnectez pas, les gens peuvent venir et pirater votre compte et puis vous ne pourrez plus avoir accès à votre compte. Or, les wallets, il va y avoir de l'argent. Donc, il faut qu'on fasse très attention. Évitons d'utiliser notre compte partout. Donc, faisons très attention dans les endroits où nous allons, nous fréquentons. Quand on n'est pas trop sûr, il ne faut pas utiliser. Si vous utilisez aussi, ayez toujours le réflexe de vous déconnecter. Très, très, très important parce que si vous ne faites pas, votre compte sera piraté. Et là, on ne pourra rien faire pour vous. C'est très important. C'est des mesures de sécurité que nous vous recommandons. Donc, faites très attention et essayez de respecter aussi ces mesures de sécurité. C'est pour votre propre bien. C'est pour éviter que vous soyez piraté. Donc, voilà C'est ce que nous avons à vous dire ce soir. Merci. Merci, Sister Comfort.
Okay, thank you, bro. Thanks so much for doing that for us. So I want to read a quick comment from our sister Lydia Bill from Papua New Guinea. I think this is a good one. She says, "Very, very true for myself. Here where I live, Port Moresby, PNG. I have been helping so many people, even old people. I don't push them away. I love what I am doing because I love people, right? So if you don't, you need to love what you are doing. We came here this evening and we began talking about this person who is taking money from people to serve them. But somebody just enjoys helping anybody. I know what it means, helping an elderly person do something on internet. It can be challenging, but she's just happy doing this because it's such a blessing. So that's the way, I think that is the empowerment we are talking on. So I just want to also take a round now to say last word, any important thing we find to tell people. Let's hit on empowerment. How do we empower people on passive, and how do people get empowered and make use of what they have learned from others? Sister Fumi, you start the round, please. Sister Fumi, can you hear us? It's like you can't speak. All right. Can you hear? Okay, let's go to Brother Bob. Brother Bob, can you start this round of closing? I thought you were
Sure.
going to close it, but Sister Fumi is tied somewhere.
No problem. Yes, in closing, we started with empowerment. In closing, let us remember that we are here because we are empowered. Someone else empowered us. Someone who has a heart of gold, someone who has a mission, he has a purpose that is here. We know Mr. Ash could do this all by himself, but he's decided to empower us, each and every 1.4 million of us, to go out and empower other people. It is extremely painful. I swear to God, it's painful to hear that somebody is doing exactly what Ash Mufara has given us for free. Someone is doing it and charging people for. That's not good. If Ash Mufara were to ask us any one thing in return, for instance, he say, okay, I've given you guys on passive. This is what I want from you. You know what he would say? Or he has said, he has told me and Oliver in front of me directly, go and replicate yourself. You know what that means? He's saying that, go and replicate me. Duplicate yourself 1,000 times. That's all. We must not charge any founder, anyone, for doing them a favor. That is contrary to who Ash Mufara is and on passive. I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thanks so much. Sister Fumi, are you ready to speak now? All right, she's still freezing. Guys, let's enjoy this. Sister Fumi is stuck here. Let her just sit where she is until Unpassive launches before she starts speaking. So let's enjoy this nonsense while it lasts, because any moment from now we're moving over.
What the last thing I was gonna say was that, look, we should, those that are back home using mobile phones, learn how to log out of every tab. At the top of your mobile phone, it will tell you how many tabs you've opened. To make sure you log out of it. We've said this over, and the OTech brothers are here. They've said it over and over. Even on your mobile phone, don't leave your email and all your whatever opened, and all the passwords are saved on that phone. If that phone is stolen, you are in trouble. So please always log out. And then please, technology came, but we still have common sense. Write this thing somewhere that is safe as well. There's nothing wrong with writing still. We can still write things, I still believe in writing and keeping a notebook,
Right.
safe somewhere, That's very important.
Yeah,
Thank
sure.
you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks. So, Brother Collins, please.
Yes, that comfort. Thank you. Just we're still looking the reason why we came into OnPassive. Why was OnPassive built? It was built for humanity. And if we have listened to Mr. Ash Mufara for the past 4 years, and those who came in late, like myself, 2.5 years in counting, one thing Mr. Mufara ever said, everything is about humanity and it's about God, divine ordained. You know, there is a mission this man want to fulfill. And if we remember one of his statements, which I will quote, he said, I want to live this world in a better way than I came into it. You know, how are we going to live this world? That is the question we should be asking ourselves after listening to Mr. Ash Mufara, because when he comes, before even telling us about the product, he will always talk about a lot of things, like to bring us to give us the mindset, the mindset of giving, the mindset of helping, you know. And he always put his God before everything. You know, he said, I have been choosing to do this. It's something that God has placed in his heart, you know, to bring financial freedom to people who are in captive of poverty. Because sometimes there's a lot of things. Yeah, captivity can be poverty. You never know. A lot of things, you know, people are captive in a certain way. But now this man is coming to flip this thing around. And it is sad to see our own brothers and sisters still dragging people to the very place Mr. Ash Mufara is trying to pull them out.
Right.
To the very poverty Mr. Ash is trying to pull them out. You are trying to push them, hit their head, hammer them. That is greed. It means you are not even living in the value of this great man, Mr. Ash Mufara. When he will stand before his present, his maker, to give testimony, for God to testify about him, he will look at it and say, you see, I brought 1.4 million people. You know, now the curse will be on your own head. Yeah. You who try to push people where Mr. Ash Mufara have tried to remove them, you will stand before God, if you believe or not, and you will give account of yourself of what you have done. Because it is not a joke. We can say it, we can play with it, but please, if someone is trying to bring blessing to people, please don't block the blessing. If you are not happy, stay out of it and allow the blessing to go to those God have put this man to bless them. That's the only thing I will say. And it's really, really bad. Thank you, Mr. Comfort.
Wow, that was really big. That was big. Let's hear from our brother Vincent, please.
Okay, I'll end in French. Donc, pour terminer, nous voulons vous demander d'aider notre communauté. Aidons-nous, tous ceux qui sont autour de nous. Soyons utiles pour notre communauté. Si quelqu'un a besoin de l'aide, n'hésitons pas à aider la personne. C'est pour cela nous créons On Passif. On Passif, nous sommes là pour s'entraider. Si je ne peux pas faire quelque chose, que c'est Collins qui peut m'aider, je peux aller voir Collins, Collins peut m'aider. Si c'est Collins aussi qui peut aider Brother Bob, on doit aussi aller voir le frère Bob pour nous aider. Donc, c'est comme ça que nous devons travailler, à travailler ensemble, la main dans la main. C'est ça l'idée de On Passif. On Passif, c'est une société humanitaire. Donc, nous sommes là pour aider le monde, pour s'entraider. Donc, si faire quelque chose, faire du bien à son prochain, faire du bien à tous les On Passif viennent, il faut demander de l'argent. C'est pas pour cela que M. H a créé On Passif. M. H a créé On Passif pour qu'on puisse s'entraider, aider le monde, entraider entre nous. Nous formons une grande famille. Donc, si j'aide un membre de ma famille, je ne dois pas demander de l'argent. C'est comme ça l'esprit On Passif. Donc, merci beaucoup et puis aussi bonne soirée.
Okay. Thank you, bro. Thanks so much, guys. So I think on this note, we will just end again by going back to what Mr. Ash Mufara says. How you do anything is how you do everything, right? So if we think like that, how would we come up with the idea of extorting money from vulnerable people? You know, it would not be founded. We will not find that kind of idea anywhere. Because how Mr. Ash Mufara does it for anybody like me, that is how he does it for everybody else. Collins and myself are planning to drive to London to help a lady who is struggling. We cannot go into detail of what she is going through now, but we need to meet her face to face. So much is happening around her that we actually want to travel to London. Collins lives in Milton Keynes and lives in Birmingham, but we need to drive over there to see that we get her sorted. Because that is the Mr. Ash Mufara way, guys. And we know that we can do it. So many people have been doing it already, and it feels really good. They say, blessed is the hand that giveth and the one that taketh. So I don't know how you feel taking from a wrong source. How do you So we cannot overemphasize this, but we appreciate you all for coming. And thank you, team, for always being there to keep our people up to date. We frown at any form of malpractice. Even if you are my blood brother or sister and you do what just happened yesterday, I'm calling you out. It's unacceptable. So remember to reach out to any of us sitting here now on this platform and talking to you. You can reach out to us on Telegram, on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on YouTube through YouTube comments. This video is running on 7 platforms. Any of them. You go to Julie, you go to Chris Johnson, you go to anybody on net. Thank you. Go to Onet and just post, say, I need somebody from this area. I'm struggling and need help. We will come to you. Any form of taking money or any material thing in exchange of services in unpassive are a no-go, and nobody does that. Thank you, guys. Let me not keep us here again for this long. Thank you, guys, for always being there. And see you again soon, guys. Bye.
Bye.